Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you that have a transmission, automatic transmission, and you want to know what are the symptoms of bad torque converter. Stay with us, we'll explain that and how something super simple and super dumb people can make to actually destroy the torque converter. Stay with us until the end. We'll explain common mistake that people make, that they think it's not a big deal, but that actually it's pretty big for automatic transmissions. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission here at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these absolutely free videos for you. Okay, and if you need to buy any parts, tools for your transmission, for your car, for a really good price and quick shipping, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tools and supplies from. So with that automatic transmission being taken apart, okay, we made quite a few videos about problems that you guys mentioned in the comment section below. So what we did here, okay, we drained the transmission oil, and I want to show you guys, okay, that transmission oil. Let me just get the funnel here. I want to stir it, and you're going to notice guys, okay, the black swirls right here in the oil, okay, that's actually pretty bad oil guys. Okay, this oil is pretty dirty, and most people probably will never change their transmission fluid. There's some manuals even say it's a lifetime deal. Always check with your specific vehicle, but for instance this one requires a 50,000 mile transmission fluid change. The filters on the new ones often, not always, but often are non-replaceable. Like this one, you have to take the whole transmission apart to replace the filter. So that's why it's required to even more often change the engine oil, transmission fluid. And another thing, when you drain the transmission fluid, you will get probably about 50 to 60% of the fluid, because you will still have some in the transmission, some in the torque converter. So the best thing to do is to change it up to 3 times, flush it, drive it for a short distance, probably 100 miles, flush it and change it up to 3 times. That way you will renew about 90% of the transmission fluid. But often people will cause damage to the torque converter by using the wrong type of transmission fluid, not original fluid. We had something like that happen on a Mazda vehicle guys, where the customer actually changed the transmission oil and used transmission fluid that wasn't for that vehicle. It said it fits in that transmission, but it wasn't the original vehicle transmission fluid. That was Mazda. And the torque converter, started to develop shuddering, and the whole transmission was vibrating. After we flushed the transmission 3 times, all that was gone. So always use the right type of transmission fluid. Always make sure the transmission fluid level is correct, and always, make sure guys, that you don't overfill the transmission fluid, or you don't put too little fluid, because that can affect it as well. This we had to remove the oil pan to get to the valve body here, but the torque converter is actually in the bell housing here between the transmission and the engine. That's where the flywheel is attached. That's right there, your torque converter practically guys. And the purpose guys of that torque converter, it's a really complicated design, but when it goes bad, you can expect multiple things to go bad. One of them, when they first start going out, you may notice that the transmission may develop, it's known as transmission shudder. That's an additive that can often help with that quite a bit. I'll put the link in the description of the video below. We used it and it works really good. Doesn't always fix it all the way, but probably we noticed on one of them that we did about 90% improvement. Another thing guys, one is transmission shudder, vibrations, shaking, especially when the torque converter engages. Number 2, torque converter not engaging at all, which means that you will be cruising at higher RPMs on the last gear. Number 3, you may notice, if you stop at a traffic light, stop sign, anything like that, the engine will die. It will feel like the car is stuck in gear. That could be caused due to the fact that the torque converter is engaged, and it didn't release. So as a result, that can cause that problem as well. So those are some of the most common ones. If you want to see how to replace torque converter, we have the video on the channel. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.